and I was a short little fat kid.
How life preserve Africa.
Hard work beats talent. That's really good. Like it's stupid. Literally anyone can just put a phone in front of them now, sing a song, and they qualify as a singer.
I'm ready to chuck some gasoline on the fire, let it rip. I don't want to
Cop to it.
No. So Tom's son gets involved in the crime world. Roddy the Rat. Do you reckon I look like him?
Yeah, actually, I can see it.
can see it. Cheap way is just be a jerk.
I'm feeling a bit ripped off here because those people don't know that. This new generation of kids don't know how to do that. Just, mate, if you want to do great things, you got to work for it. Father died in his arms. Narcissistic. Wow, and my mum kept that quiet for how many years? 3 years. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's a sucky thing to admit. He rang her and said, "You've gone all over the world." And she's like, "What are you talking about? If I died now, I'd know that I'd done everything I can." What do you reckon was one of the hardest times in your life?
I'm not putting that shit in my body.
Yeah, that stuff's a slippery slope, actually.
Just quickly before this starts, this is my first ever podcast, but we've finally just committed to it. I've had the idea of doing this for ages, so I hope you enjoy.
Some pretty funny things that you might not expect me to know.
Okay.
So the first one is you won your first talent quest at age 10 playing Coldplay Yellow. Do you remember that?
You've done your homework.
I have.
Yeah, I do. That was the Forbes Town Hall, and I was a short little fat kid, and yeah, I just entered the school talent show, and I was very nervous, and I just got a lot of support. I remember it was the first time I felt a lot of support from like not just students but teachers as
Like when you
well.
first got noticed.
Yeah, I can still see it. Like I remember looking out there, and it wasn't perfect. I mean, I got through the song and I sung in key and everything, but I
Yeah.
was still, my voice was shaky. But I can still remember looking out, and I remember just the teachers smiling, and I remember like it was a buzz. So I kind of I got addicted to that.
And kind of clicked.
Yeah.
Is that what kicked it off?
Yeah.
If you hadn't have performed well, then I don't think you would have.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I just remember that was a pretty defining moment. I got a buzz off the crowd, and I just was like, I want more of that.
And then you hooked.
Yeah.
Then you went straight into it, and then here you are now.
Yeah.
I think you've come a long way from that first ever performance.
Yeah, well, I'm still, working really hard. Like, that's probably one thing that I think people probably don't know about me is that, I'm still a hard-working grassroots musician. And, I mean, I've developed a bit of a following on Instagram and TikTok and everything, but that doesn't mean you've made it.
Yeah, you still have to work.
The moment you stop is when everything stops.
What are you doing every day to get better? Like, what's your 1%?
Literally in my room all the time, playing guitar, singing, but also I'm practicing by default a lot of the time because I'm gigging every weekend.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to be a musician, there's no excuse.
You just got to do it.
Find a way. I did what any kid would do. I went into bars and I said, "Hey, I want to play gigs," and they'd say, "Well, you've got to go through this guy," and it would be like a booking agent. But I eventually got myself to a place where I was like, you know what? I want to be fully independent and I want to get gigs off my own back. In order to do that, I have to up my game. I think one thing I've learned is you just are never the best, ever. Like even now I'm constantly thinking, what can I do next? Once you get through those really tough early years, it
kind of just starts rolling.
Fun. Like, yeah.
What would you give to musicians who are trying to start out? It's a pretty tough question.
That is a tough question because no one was there to give me advice.
Yeah.
Like I really wish I had someone there to tell me stuff. But even if they were there to tell me, I don't know if I would have heard it. Just go for it. Know that you are going to have to put in a lot of work to get better. Accept that. Don't fight it. You're not the best now. You never will be the best. But love what you do. Just fall in love with what you do. That would be... Because that's where I'm at now. I'm 27 now. And I feel like I only started really loving what I do probably maybe 3 years ago.
How do you find that change?
Like what
How'd you
flipped the
love
switch?
it? Yeah.
Well, for years I was just heavily ignored in the industry. Like I went to music college when I left school. I did not feel that I belonged there. Everyone around me was just so much more talented naturally at such a young,
Like you compared yourself to them.
oh yeah, and I just had to work that little bit extra harder to get, better at singing and playing, and I don't know, it just seemed like everyone around me was just naturally good at it. They just naturally had everything there, talent
There's all
beyond their
God
years.
gift to them.
It was just like, why don't I have that? I knew I had something, but I just wasn't confident in it.
You had to go the extra mile to pick it
I
up.
did. So then I actually pulled out of uni a little bit earlier because I thought, I don't know, just something in me, I just wasn't getting anything out of it. And then I just decided, righto, well, if I want to get better at this, I need to be out there working hard, gigging, learning how to like sing in a pub for 4 hours straight without losing your voice.
And even when no one's watching you.
Yeah.
Like people listen to someone perform, but they don't really understand how much talent they have. Like, oh, they're singing, right?
Yeah.
But you don't understand how much that person has been through to get to that spot.
No, people just see someone in the corner and they think, oh, look at them trying to be a singer. They might not be thinking that, but like, you're kind of just in the background, and even if you do something like amazing, people don't notice it unless the spotlight is
Right on you.
right on you. I mean, one thing with me is no one ever wanted to be in a band with me growing up. I always wanted to have a band,
Yeah.
but I could never find band members. I just don't know what it was. So I thought, okay, well, I still want to be a musician. So how can I make this solo thing as interesting as possible? So I got a loop pedal. Obviously, Ed Sheeran uses the loop pedal. That was a big part of the inspiration. But I got myself a stomp box as well. And I just thought I'm going to have to become a better guitar player.
Because you play drums as well.
I do play a little bit of drums, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just that thing of if you're going to be solo, it's one thing to be a good singer, but you always want to be working on your guitar playing and
That's like kind of the main instrument.
well,
is
yeah,
guitar.
and hard work beats talent.
Yeah, it does. And you can see the example of Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
You've seen the videos of where he's singing and it was terrible and no one would listen to it, but he just kept playing, consistent at it.
Yeah, I've seen interviews with him actually where he talks about, I think there was one I saw him on a show where he said he like played a video of him singing.
Yeah, it was like a TV show type of thing.
Yeah, and
Seen that.
his voice was cracking and everything. And then I just thought, like, that's how it is. He worked hard.
Yeah, and just kept compounding the talent always.
I guess that's my advice to 10-year-old people who want to be musicians. You're gonna have haters.
How do you get around it?
Just deal with it.
Just move on.
Don't be rude. Be nice. Always be nice. I would say that's very important. You're never gonna get anywhere by being rude to people or like letting your ego take over or whatever.
Yeah, just be that calm, chill person.
No one would ever want to admit that they don't want another person to succeed, but sometimes that there is that ugly side to people of like, I really just hope that person doesn't do well because it's going to make me feel better. You should be allowed to thrive if you're working hard. Like, go pop off. When I started out, I didn't want anyone to think of me as arrogant, so I would always be the nice guy and like take a step back and let other people through.
Just like the hands off guy.
But then what would happen to me is like I'd go home feeling pretty sad because I would miss an opportunity or whatever.
You didn't get that chance.
I didn't get a
because
chance.
You just gave it to this fella here.
Because I gave it to someone else, and that person's not sitting around thinking, oh, that Cameron Schaff, he's such a nice guy because he gave me an opportunity. They
don't even pay attention to that.
They don't pay attention to that. They're thinking, oh, wow, look at me.
This is what I did.
I just succeeded from that and blah, blah, blah. But it took me years, and I still find it hard. Like just finding that balance of being a nice person, but also being kind of pushy and being like, no, hang on, get out of the way. Like this is my opportunity. Because it feels so ugly to admit that you want it more than all these other people, But
and sometimes you just have to step over that person for yourself to win.
You do, and I think it's just being that like quiet achiever. I've always kind of thought of myself as that. Like I hate social media. I'll admit it. I hate Instagram. I hate TikTok, and I shouldn't say that because, you know, I'm supposed to be on them because I'm promoting my music.
You put your
But
posts up, and but I
yeah,
feel the same way. I used to be so like depressed because of social media.
yeah,
Like I was just consumed by it every single day,
yeah,
and I think a lot of people struggle with that. Like I was so like it was probably one of my lowest moments, and I attribute it to the phone and social media.
you were just sort of constantly looking at your phone.
Yeah,
Were you comparing yourself to?
just Snapchat. Like I can't remember specifics,
Yeah,
but I don't have Snapchat, and I downloaded it again, and it's so underwhelming.
yeah,
Like when I used to have it, I used to like open it every single minute. Oh, notification, like who's this? It's like, what is the point of this?
yeah,
Like
yeah. I know.
I didn't miss out on anything. It's so weird how they just trap you into it.
Yeah, I know. No, I feel that Instagram is a promotional.
It's for business now.
That's how I try to look at it. It's for my business, but still, I find myself on it all the time because I have to post a lot
Yeah.
because there's an algorithm, and you can't be inactive. You've got to be.
It's so,
you,
you have to be on it.
You have to be on it, and you can't just do the same thing over and over again. I spend way too much time on social media. I'll cop to that.
I think everyone does.
And I feel like I just need to grow up a bit and get off it. But, I try to be myself. If you're going to post a lot on social media, you need to be yourself.
Mm.
And you hear people talk about that all the time, but I don't think people really understand what that means. I've done a couple of videos on Instagram where I've like talked to the camera and like announced a single or like said, hey guys, I'm playing here or whatever. And like sometimes like you'll film a video of you talking to the camera, then you'll stop it and you'll think, no, I'll do it again. I can do it better.
Mm.
And I always end up using the first take
Why is that?
because it was the most authentic.
Authentic. Just yourself, and you don't think about it.
You're just spitting out the facts.
And you still-
you're just saying exactly what you want to say. But then like when you do it again, you start trying to act.
Yeah.
You just
pick at
start,
yourself.
yeah, you start trying to look better. Like it's stupid. I just got so tight. I spent years trying to like do what other musicians were doing.
I think it's a great case study that you were trying for so hard
Yeah,
and like being yourself, and then just recently you're like, stop this. I'm just gonna set the phone up, record.
yeah.
And it's one of your best videos yet.
Oh, you're referring to
The where you played for your grandparents.
where I played to my grandparents. Yeah. Well, that was funny because most people watching this will probably, I don't know if they've probably seen the videos, but they did quite well. And when I went up there to visit them, the reason I took the guitar up there is because one afternoon my dad came home from Woolies and he bumped into this lady who's lived in Forbes for a long time, and she was kind of chatting to him, and she just asked him, does Cameron ever take his guitar up to sing to his grandparents? They're 96. So Dad said, they've come to his gigs, but he's never gone up there and
done
given
it for
them like a lounge room performance or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said to Dad, tell him he should do it. So Dad came home and told me that, and that kind of planted the seed. And then one night I just thought, I'm going to do that. So I took the guitar up, had no intention of filming it.
Mm.
But when I was there, I played like a few songs, and it was just, the atmosphere in the room was so good. We were just having really good quality family time. And I thought, oh man, they're 96. I should just film this for me. Like,
Yeah, so you can look back on it.
like this is such a great thing that's happening right now. Like, I want to keep this as a memory.
Mm.
And so I just set the camera up against my Yeti.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't great videos. Like, the quality was bad.
Yeah.
Like, but I wanted to make sure that they were in shot.
I think it was the moment and the story that it captured.
Yeah, and even the house, like it had a wholesome kind of. They got a very wholesome, like,
Yeah. Warm house.
warm household, and it's amazing. They're remarkable people. They're 96 and they're still living at home, looking after each other.
96 is pretty good achievement.
Oh mate,
It's great.
yeah, and They've only recently just stopped driving. They've just done so well to keep their independence, and I'm just so happy for them that they're enjoying
Their lives still.
their life now. And I mean, it's obviously there are difficulties, but anyway, so I filmed it, and I don't know why, I just kind of was looking at my Instagram one day and I thought, I'll just post one of them. Surely
And see what
there was
happens.
no intention. There was no intention there. I just thought, it might be something different for content, because I'm always just singing in my room
Yeah.
or posting gig videos. Posted it and then went to bed, woke up the next morning, and there was like 900 comments and like a couple of hundred shares. And
Wow.
then now, as we speak, 2 of those videos on TikTok have over 2 million views, and like that 3 or 4 different famous people acknowledged the video.
That's crazy.
But again, I could just, sit back and go,
Done.
all the hard work's done. No, like when that stuff happens, you use it to your advantage.
Momentum.
You just keep doing exactly what you're doing. I mean, people think being a musician is this glamorous thing, but like I'm still playing in bars, and I play to no one, probably more than I play
To people.
I feel that once it stops, I'll just speak as a musician.
Yeah.
Once it stops being about the music, I'm not interested. For me, it's about the music. I've never been someone that's about fame. That kind of comes with the territory a bit, but I don't know. I've just always loved music. I love the craft. I love honing my craft. That's my passion. So
music.
I try to build my social media around that. Not like, oh, look at me doing this, playing to all these people. I've played to some pretty big crowds. I have.
Yeah, and I've got a list here
Yeah.
of some pretty good achievements.
Yeah, and like it's cool. I mean, but you learn nothing from that. That's the payoff. That's
The reward.
that's the reward for all of the gritty
Long
hard work.
hours you've done.
Yeah. But I feel like what everyone is trying to do these days on social media is create this persona of I've made it. And like
I think there's a term for that.
there's no talk about the struggle anymore. It's, well, do you know, man, like when something really cool happens to me, I obviously want to post about it on social media. But do you know that I still think, oh, no, I look like I'm trying too hard to flex.
Yeah.
Like even when those videos went viral, I
You
obviously
felt guilty?
Yeah. Yeah, because there was one video where I don't know if you've heard of the singer Lukas Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote that song
7 years.
7 years old. He commented on the video, Crowded House, the band, they shared it on their page. Obviously, when that stuff happens, you think, I've got to promote this because,
This is crazy.
this is like, it's just good for business and it's good for your branding and whatever. But I did have that voice in my head saying, don't. But
do you think it's meant to be that way though? You deserve the right to brag because you've actually put the hours, and we've all seen you do that.
Yeah, well, my parents said to me, just do it, mate. Like, promote it.
And
Anyone else would. I still like to think, I like to think of myself as a nice guy. I hope.
Yeah,
hope you.
I do. I feel the aura.
Yeah, no, but it's I don't know. When you're doing music, you are really quite literally putting yourself out there. Yeah, and you don't know how you're coming across on social media. Yeah, well, I've got a mate that helps me a bit with my social media and like marketing. Tells me when to post, when not to post, what to say, blah, blah, blah. And he when those videos went viral, he actually said that was the perfect thing for your social media because it showed a bit of who you actually are. Before that, people probably weren't aware of
Who you are and what you are, where you came from.
They were probably thinking, oh, God, he's just
Another musician.
another musician. He's just thinks he's God's gift or whatever. I don't know. Like that seems to be what people are like. But
Where do you see yourself now on your term of music career? What percentage of 100% are you?
gosh, you ask good questions. And I feel like I want to answer them the best way. I just want to give the best.
I feel like
answer.
don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah. Where do I see myself now? I'm very excited about the future. I really am enjoying myself. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just trying to focus on that, really. In terms of my gigging and performing, I'm in a very comfortable spot. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I've worked really hard at developing a good solo show.
Mm.
And I love going out and just showing off. I'll admit
Showboating.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always, I guess, been a bit of a show off in that regard. But
Yeah.
and I always, whenever I enter a venue, even if there's only one person in there, I'm always thinking, okay, don't force yourself on this person.
Yeah, don't try and sell.
No, even if it takes them an hour to get it, there's this little thing in the back of my head that's thinking, I'll get them, but I'll do it in a human way. But yeah, like quite often I'll go to gigs and I won't even talk. I won't even introduce myself. I'll just set up, turn the volume down because people want to talk,
Yeah.
and just play through my set. And like, people think being a musician is all just about the music. It's not. It's about who you are as a person. It's literally 50% of it is music. The other 50% is who are you, you know? And I think in this new modern world, become a very saturated industry, the music industry, because literally anyone can just put a phone in front of them now, grab a guitar, sing a song. They don't even have to sing it that well, and they qualify as a singer. Now anyone can kind of do it. So if you're someone that's been working at it for years, and you've got yourself to a place where you're quite accomplished and you're quite, you know, skilled in what you do, it's harder to stand out, as funny as that sounds.
Yeah.
Because people do just see you as you're just another guy that...
This old mate musician.
Yeah.
He sings at the pub.
Exactly right. And yeah.
Yeah, it sounds very hard, but I think if it was easy, everyone would do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Same with songwriting, man. Like, anyone can just say, I'm a songwriter. I've heard tons of musicians say, I'm a songwriter, and then I hear their music and think, well, that's crap. To be a songwriter is one thing, but to be a good songwriter, you need life experience. You need to read. You need to know what's going on in the world. You need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to understand people. You can't just grab a guitar, lay down some chords and put words to it and think, oh, I'm a songwriter.
Yeah, you can't just write a sentence.
No, and I can even in my own music, like I was actually listening to my first single a couple of days ago, because I've recently been putting out new music, and I am really liking some of the stuff that I'm putting out now. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just in a bit of a groove at the moment where I'm enjoying the songwriting, and my songs are actually making sense now.
Yeah.
Whereas when I listen to my first single, not that I don't like it, but it is a little bit, I can see how a listener could be thinking, well, what's he singing about?
No, it's pretty much just words to you at that point. You didn't have much emotion behind it or a story.
No, you know what you want to say, but you don't know how to say it.
You convey your message.
You're too focused on trying to make it
sound nice rather than just doing it.
than just doing it and actually letting your heart and what's real come out.
Do you think it's hard to just tone down the voices in your head so you can just write a song? Is it hard for you to sit down?
Well, songwriting, okay, I'm going to admit something. I'm going to quote the lead singer of one of my favourite bands, Mumford & Sons. I saw an interview with him, and it was so good what he said about songwriting. He said, songwriting should be the hardest thing you ever do. It's not. I actually don't enjoy songwriting. Once you get a good song, then it's fun. Like when you sit there and you know that something's coming, and it's a feeling. It's like this,
You spark.
you know, it's not. Sounds arrogant to say, but you know it's good. You just know. But to get to that is hard. You have to dig deep into what you're really feeling at that time, which is not easy.
It doesn't sound easy.
No.
A lot of people don't.
Well, if I said to you right now, what are you feeling right now? You'd have to think about it, wouldn't you?
So we're trying
Well,
to.
I mean, I've done a few interviews, but I've never done like an hour-long podcast. So
Sitting down.
this is good practice for me. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna need it. Eventually.
You reckon?
Yeah. So
I'm going to need it too, because I feel like you got a knack for this stuff. So, yeah.
I love it. I actually do. Oh, I've got something. So you do a great impression of Donald Trump Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Is that true?
Wow. How'd you get that information? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Digging through the like old scrap files. Like, did you hear that noise? I think it was last week of like something in your bins. That was me. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You were going with that for a second.
No,
No. I mean, I think I do an okay impression of those guys. Yeah.
Are we in the mood to like hear something?
Well, I don't know. What's the scenario?
Okay, so Donald Trump, he opens his fridge, and he finds an apple that he gives to his mum. Is that too hard?
Okay, Mum, I'm just going. No, I gotta
No,
start
no,
again.
that was good. Good
No, it
start.
was a good start. I'm just gonna go and get an apple. I really feel like an apple. Do you want an apple too? It's really juicy. Very, very juicy. Juicy indeed. Scrumptious.
Oh, I think a lot of people tried Trump, but just can't.
Yeah, I always feel nervous about doing him because I feel like he's just one that everyone does.
Yeah, overdone.
But I don't know. I saw one thing on YouTube of this guy doing like a scenario of Paul McCartney and John Lennon, and like John Lennon's obviously not around anymore. He's up in heaven and he's
Yeah.
talking to Paul, and Paul's kind of like telling John about all this stuff he's done since John passed away, and you know, because Paul McCartney's worked with like Kanye West.
Yeah, and
Which
big
is-
big
you know,
names.
And I don't know. I saw this guy doing a bit on it on YouTube. You can look it up if you want. His name's Dana Carvey, and I enjoy doing the impersonation.
Yeah.
It's like, how you doing, Paul? Oh, fine, John. How are you? How's it going down there? Oh, it's great. I did a record with a Kanye West. Who's the Kanye West? You know, just like that back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I love. That's probably. I remember one of the questions you sent me was, "What's something about you that
Not many people know.
I love impersonations." Yeah.
It's not something that you would pick up from looking at you. I'm like, oh, I don't know if this guy is what he's hiding. I don't know. I didn't think it would be impersonating.
Yeah, I think people think I'm quite serious.
No, he's such a goofy guy.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit of a dag. Yeah, absolutely. A few people have told me I come across as serious, and that makes me feel sad. Because
Every time you're in the shops, I see you walking. I'm like, Cameron.
But if I'm with a group of people and I'm just not sure where I stand, I just get so shy.
Yeah, and you're
And
just standing outside.
I almost have like I feel like I have a really bad demeanor. Like it's almost like I should just go home.
Yeah.
I feel like people are probably thinking that I'm not nice.
Yeah.
But I'm actually just really just trying to make sure I don't say anything stupid because
You're just not feeling it.
because when you're nervous, and
You'll do
there's-
anything to be seen.
well, you'll just try to fill the silence by saying stuff, but then you don't really need to be talking, but then you are, but then you might say something
Yeah.
that you shouldn't say. Because I feel like with what you want to do with your life, it requires a specific type of energy.
Mm.
It's creative.
Yeah.
Like this is, yeah.
But like this is a whole next level.
Yeah, I find interviews and this stuff is so much harder than singing live for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think you're
can't believe
doing fine. I didn't really even. Are you feeling nervous?
No, I'm actually feeling quite happy about it now because I've done a few radio interviews. Yeah.
I think you'll go a trip down memory lane. So you and a mate got into the top 5 buskers at Tamworth, which is the music capital of New South Wales and maybe Australia, and got to play on the main stage. You guys played Mumford & Sons' "I Will Wait."
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
And Good Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day.
Oh, you played that song as well? Yeah.
Yeah, one of the most overplayed songs ever. Yeah, it was always called like the typical graduation song. Yeah.
What were you guys thinking at that moment? Was another turning point for you? Just like,
Well,
holy crap.
That's how I started gigging in a duo. He was, so his name's Kent.
Did you know him before that?
Yeah, we went to school together. I went to Parks Christian School.
Yeah.
And he
School
was
captain as well.
I was school captain. Yeah.
Yeah, good on Cam. I'm school captain as well. Current
Both school captains.
titles.
Yeah, what a flex. He was a year above me, and I always looked up to him because you know he is such a great bloke. And
Role model. Like you are to me. Great role model.
I appreciate that. No, it means a lot. Anyway, he was incredibly musical, and we just started jamming, and we kind of started doing gigs, busking, and we took it to Tamworth we took it to the street, and we were in the competition. We had like a little tag on our chest with a number.
Like Australian Idol stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were scouts walking the streets that were like selecting these buskers to be in the top 5 best buskers. And then those top 5 people would perform on the main stage.
Wow.
And we got picked to do that, and we played in front of about 4,000 people. Because
What song were you playing to get picked? Do you remember?
Everything I had, because we were just busking.
Yeah.
So we literally had this, and we didn't even have a big repertoire at that time. I think we probably only had like 20 songs. And Dad used to say to me, "Mate, you've got to learn some new songs." Because I just
Getting old, mate.
yeah, literally. But that's what it's like, right? Like when you're a kid starting out, you just don't know who you are. You haven't got a clue who you are. So you're just trying to be like your heroes. Like I loved Mumford and Sons. They were my favorite band, and I just loved playing their songs, played them to death, and it always got a good reaction. So I thought, okay, well, when I do that, that's when I get the reaction.
Yeah.
So I need to hone in on that.
I'd really love to see you play Mumford and Sons. It's such a nice. They're so nice. They write so well. They perform so well.
Yeah, they do. Still love them, but my music taste has grown vastly since then. Like I pretty much love everything now. Even if I don't really like something, I can still find something about it that's good.
So, like, when you first walked onto the stage, what were you thinking? You're like, holy crap!
I just was thinking, let's do this. I don't know.
You ready for it?
Yeah, no, I was nervous. Yeah, I was really nervous.
But excited?
Yeah. It's a lot for a kid.
How old were you then?
15.
15.
Yeah.
And playing on a stage in front of
Actually, 14.
14.
Yeah.
Wow. So you went from 10 to doing your first ever performance
Yeah.
to 14 in 4 years, still being young.
Yeah.
And still being at school and doing sport and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good trajectory of being your first ever performance is 10 and then 14 you played on the stage and got picked, good enough to be picked.
I've never thought of it.
That's
like
insane.
That until
Praise yourself. Pat yourself on the back. I think that's that's so good.
No, that's crazy actually. I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Not until you get that third person perspective.
Yeah, like you were just talking about.
Mhm.
I don't see the growth really.
Because you don't see how far you've come until you actually step back and look at how far you've come.
I just love music. Always have, and nothing can take that away from me really.
Yeah.
You know?
What's Cameron Sharp without music, I guess?
Well, okay, good question. I'm still working that out. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think? What's
Dunno.
your thoughts? What do you...
I know that I have a good heart. I know that I'm very soft. I can get very angry about things pretty easily. Passionate. Yeah, I don't like it when things are wrong. Yeah, and I think people just lie and they don't fully tell the truth these days, and that annoys me.
But it would be annoying.
And they just hide they're not being authentic, like a lot of the time.
And you can tell instantly.
You can just tell. Yeah, and I think that's that is a trait of a songwriter. You carry that every day.
It's crazy that
The trait being, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
like the trait being you have to be real. To be a songwriter, there's a part of your brain that you like switch on to like allow these thoughts to come in. And it's like you're being open,
yeah,
and then sometimes you just don't know how to turn it off.
turn that switch off.
And just sometimes you'll meet people that don't like that. They don't,
Yeah.
and they'll accuse you of being too deep and weird and like,
I remember
I don't know.
I remember
weird.
so vividly that we're talking about short meetings, like, oh, g'day, how you doing? Yeah, good. How are you?
Small talk.
Small talk, yeah.
Yeah, I hate small talk. But you got to do it.
You do.
I hate small talk, but I've learned to enjoy it because you need it.
How do you enjoy it? What's the process of that?
I think you just have to accept that, well, that's how you talk to people. If you don't have small talk, you got nowhere to start.
Yeah.
Quite often the best conversations I've had with people start with small talk and it feels a bit uncomfortable.
And then you ease into it.
But then my thought on this is I'll give you a bit of myself. I won't give you everything, but I'll give you a little bit. But if you're not going to give back, I'm not going to give you any more.
anymore.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's good to live by, actually.
And I think in my younger years, I was too open and it got me into a lot of trouble. I think that we're still rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the camera just went in and out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think when I was younger, I trusted too easy and was just,
Just got hurt.
when you're a kid, you just think everyone's lovely. And
Then you get a taste of the world.
yeah.
Do you think things need to change? Or do you think that's just the way it is?
Oh, yeah. Something has always needed to change, I feel. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's just, it's about how you handle it. Yeah, life's unfair. It always has been, even for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah, this is the way it's been, I guess.
And
you just got to get used to it.
We're just living in a modern version of that, where there's social media and
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've always had like major problems. The problems just always have changed. I
Yeah.
think there's a thing that says like history doesn't repeat. It just rhymes.
yeah,
So it doesn't always look the same, but it is the same.
yeah, literally. The same dramas that we experience were literally going on with our parents when they were at our age.
Yeah, and it just looks different.
But there was no Instagram.
I think there's something stuck in my head that a bird that talks different languages. Do you know a joke about that? So you tell a great joke about a bird that talks different languages.
Oh, yeah.
You know that one?
Wow, you have done your homework.
Yeah.
I don't even...
You didn't even remember that's how far
Did
back
I tell you a joke one time?
No. I don't think you've ever told anyone this.
Okay. How'd you know that?
I don't want to put my...
Cop to it. Cop to it.
No. You gotta wait until the end of the podcast to get my secrets.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fascinated now. That's really good. Yeah. I'm assuming you want me to tell the joke. Is that what you're waiting for? I got a nephew and he moved down to South America about 5 years ago. I ain't seen him since. But he still thinks about me and my Aunt Crabapple. You should have said something. I don't know if that's funny. I don't know.
We're just laughing for the sake of it.
Yeah, you have to laugh because...
Yeah. Otherwise it'd be weird.
Yeah.
I've got one for you. When asked why he didn't just
Hang
cross...
on. Can you... Sorry, guys. I was just thinking about if I butchered my joke and I wasn't... Yeah, start again.
Okay.
I want to give you an honest reaction. Go.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're locked in?
I'm locked in. Yep.
Okay. Scientists recently discovered the world's most patient man. He'd been waiting at a pedestrian crossing since 2011. When asked why didn't he just cross, he said the light hadn't turned green yet. Turns out it was just a painting.
Wow.
That's the...
Okay.
I love my jokes because they're just terrible. You have to laugh because there's nothing else to do.
No, but it's still funny though. It's still like, that was funny. Yeah. I'm not faking it. That was good. I like that. That's my kind of humor. Yeah. Did you think my joke was funny?
I did.
Yeah.
I think
That's
you
good.
you also like Kyle Barron.
Oh, mate. I love Carl Barron.
That's a
So funny.
mythical.
I actually feel really angry when people don't find him funny. How can you not find him funny?
I love the joke where he's
Yeah.
talking about is it shut when your parents are in the car and your little brother slams the door and your dad's, is it shut?
Oh, yeah.
You shut it?
Carl, is the door shut? I'm thinking, is this bloke serious or what? I said, Dad, I just slammed it. Yeah, you think you can shut the door a bit harder or what? I'll give it a go.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good. That's exactly how the
Yeah.
line went. That's so good.
Yeah. Oh, I've got his DVD collection at home. Watched
You
them.
must be a big fan.
Actually, I went and saw him live in Orange last year, and I went with Dad,
Mm.
and it was like a spur of the moment thing to get a ticket, and we jumped. It was a rainy night. We jumped in the car. We were running late, so we rushed over to Orange, and we've walked into the theater. We were the last people there, and Dad and I were so nervous because we were like walking in to sit down, and as soon as we found our seat, the lights went down, and then he walked on stage.
Oh,
And
wow.
Dad and I just looked at each other and we were like, oh my gosh, can you imagine if we were like 1 extra minute late? He would have been on stage, he would have seen us,
Walk.
and he would have called us out.
And you would have been the joke.
Yeah, but I kind of would have enjoyed that.
It would have been fun looking back.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, that's going to be on a DVD. I'm going to be on the
Yeah.
DVD. Yeah. I think there was one of his that I found funny where he has an encore and he comes back out on stage and he goes, oh, any questions? Anyone need any spiritual guidance before I go? And then some guy in the crowd goes, he says, when's your DVD come out? And he goes, when's the DVD come out? August. You'll be on it. When's your DVD come out? That was me. Did you watch it?
Hey, Mum!
Yeah.
Like how comedians can just get up there. Public speaking is insane. To get up there, not know if a joke works, that must be pretty hard. I think it's intense.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be harder than being a musician. Actually, imagine people paying money to sit, and your job is you have to make them laugh. Just think about that. Like, imagine. I mean, in life, like when you're just talking to people, it's hard to make people. It's hard to make people laugh. You know.
Do you think being going to a comedic show, you're kind of willing to laugh? Do you think the atmosphere is a lot better?
Yeah. In fact, I found when I go to comedy shows that there'll often be someone sitting behind you that's laughing the entire time. And I think it is because he's trying to get his money's worth. He's paid to get his ribs tickled, basically. Yeah. Yeah. I've actually talked to a few people that have gone to like stand-up nights and they really enjoy watching people fail.
Yeah.
Not because they like seeing someone fail at what they want to do, but it's just interesting to see someone that's a person honing their craft.
Yeah. Like the raw talent.
Yeah, like they have something. They're not completely hopeless. But that's their opportunity to get better. Actually would find that interesting. I'd love to go to a comedy night and just watch a few bad ones and just kind of feel the energy in the room.
And what they do after it.
Yeah. I mean, I know what it's like to be in a room when someone's not singing well and you're just kind of looking around.
And you can feel it.
And you can feel it. It's awkward.
Yeah, when I heard you the other weekend, that's how I felt. No. Ready for some questions you aren't ready for.
Yeah.
And you aren't ready for your favourite TV shows. Seinfeld, Everybody Loves Raymond, The Big Bang Theory.
There's a couple missing there. Breaking Bad.
I haven't actually watched all of that.
Yeah. A lot.
Everyone says it's great.
Watched it 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah, just obsessed with it. Love the story. Well, I mean, it's a dark story, but I just think it's beautifully written and beautifully.
It's very well. I think it's a case study of
the character development, not just with Walter White, the main character, but like all the other characters. It's incredible. And then the spin-off show Better Call Saul is really good as well.
Yeah, I just see clips of it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing a story.
Yeah, you said.
Do you want me to pitch it to you?
Yep.
Okay, so, well, the main character, I'll just take you through the main character. His name is Tom Harlow. And
I love it.
a dying government contractor robs a bank, launders the money into a medical research empire, racing his own death to find a cure, wins a Nobel Prize for that, but then shot dead by the father of the man he killed.
For a completely different reason,
thing.
like an unrelated.
And he didn't even know he was being chased.
Yeah. Man, I've got to say, if you can execute that, I reckon you've got yourself a pretty good, idea. Yeah. Okay, so one thing can you just clarify this for me? So, Tom, he's been hard done by the government, and they're not going to support him with helping him financially. So, when he goes to the bank, his intention is to rob it.
He's been planning a bank robbery. He robs it.
He robs it. Does that happen the first season?
No, second.
Okay. So is like all of season 1 him planning?
His life and his planning. Season 2 kicks off with the bank robbery. So then the bank owner has followed Tom throughout the season trying to kill him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yep.
So that you've got that cat and mouse all throughout the season.
Yeah. It's like a revenge.
Yeah.
That's
so you
really
can see
cool.
from opening, first episode, sets up the rifle, ready to shoot.
Yep.
And then all throughout, the bullet gets closer and eventually kills Tom when he won the prize for curing his own condition.
That's depressing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's whack.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're nearly there. But then it's just about how do I break this up for five seasons, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
I think,
how do I... Like, because there has to be all these little subplots.
yeah.
You know, because Breaking Bad, there's all this... There's the main plot, but then there's this other stuff
Yes,
that's
and I've
going
thought
on,
of that too.
you know?
The third season where he launders the money through a courier business,
Yep,
he buys the business, and then now he's a business partner.
yep,
And his business partner borrowed some money off some bad people. And they're trying to get rid of the business partner. And then Tom's son knows these business partners are trying to whack out, get rid of. So Tom's son gets involved in the crime world. So then that's an extra series at the end,
I like it.
going through Liam Harlow's life,
Liam
of protecting,
Harlow, yeah.
protecting his dad because the business partner is terrible. The business partner eventually dies, and Tom has to deal with these criminal men,
Yep,
and Liam is stepped in between and done favors for these guys to get off Tom's back
yep.
because of the money.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. I like it.
it's just
Yeah.
the hardest part is just to do it.
Yeah.
Just to sit down and do it.
Well, I hope today's conversation inspires you to keep doing it, because you just got to start somewhere.
And I think that now that I've told people,
Yeah,
I'm held accountable, so I got to get the ball rolling.
that's
and,
exactly right. You heard
yeah.
it. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Here we are, Plain Sight is coming to cinemas 2028. How crazy is that? And one of the criminals, I put myself in it because I wanted to be an actor and wanted to be in films and stuff, but I didn't really have a character for me. So now I made one of the criminals called Max, and he's a wild card, like really unpredictable and just laughs at the wrong jokes all the time. So I thought that's one way to incorporate me in the series, because I've always wanted to be in a movie. Like, that's such a cool dream. Like being a child, you've always wanted to be a cool actor.
You've got the look, mate.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You got the boy next door thing going on.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Mr. Mysterious.
Mr. Mysterio.
Chicks love that.
Do you know what else chicks love? Have you seen Flushed Away?
I have a lot. I have not watched that movie in years.
Put up the main character, Roddy the Rat. Do you reckon I look like him?
Yeah, you do. Minus the big nose,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah. Actually, I can see
You
it.
can see it.
Yeah. Do you want to know who I've been told I look like from a TV show?
I'm trying to guess. I have no idea.
Okay. Chris Keller from One Tree Hill.
I'll pull him up. Ooh,
He was the singer in the show too.
I see it.
Yeah.
What would be one song you could listen to for the rest of your life and nothing else?
I don't know.
There's too many options.
There's too many options. Yeah.
Maybe, could you do a list of 5 or 3? What first comes to your mind?
I guess Yellow by Coldplay. That's on there.
Why is that? Just
Oh, yeah, it has a special place in my heart. You know, it was one of the first songs I ever played in front of a crowd. Just ages really well. I feel it's an old song, but it just gets better with age. There's a lot. Anything by John Mayer, I'm pretty obsessed with.
It's crazy how I never heard of him before.
Yeah, I would say at the moment I'm diehard John Mayer fan. I love.
Stop This Train.
Yeah, no, actually, my favorite song at the moment. Maybe I'll give you that.
Yeah.
My favorite song at the moment is a song called "No Such Thing" by John Mayer.
No such thing.
Learned it a few weeks ago on the guitar. It was incredibly hard to learn, but I kept at it, and it's one of my favorite songs to play at a gig. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be able to play it now?
Yeah, I could do a bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll set up.
Welcome to the real world, just listen to me. something like that.
Wow. That's amazing. And that's what your favourite song would be?
At the moment, yeah. I don't know what it is. I just love playing it on the guitar.
That high note was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I was out last night and I was talking over loud music, so apologies if the voice was a little bit scratchy there.
Oh, I think you did fine.
Yeah,
Oh, I love hearing you sing. There's something about it.
it's always a lot more raw and like scary doing it like that than what it is
In front of people.
in front of people.
Yeah.
It never is not nerve-wracking. Never.
Yeah, wow. I think it's more like intimate and to that person.
Mm.
And it's like you can hear them, where in a room full of 100 people, you can't
Yeah.
pick that guy out.
Yeah, it's not, I guess it's not as raw because you can blend in a bit. But when it's stripped back,
Just that.
just that, yeah.
And not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
it's
you've got a real
taken-
talent.
It's taken years of practice. I mean, 10-year-old me would have freaked out in a situation like that.
Really just froze and wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. There would be one piece of advice you'd give to the world, what would it be?
Oh, man. One piece of advice that I'd give to anyone.
If the world was listening right now, what would you give them?
Be yourself. There's no one else like you out there. And I'm realizing that more and more now as I get older, that like I'm starting to work out who I am, and I'm realizing that, you know, I'm uniquely me. You're uniquely you. I would say to anyone, just lean into that, because people just know when you're
Faking it.
faking it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think everything now is so, do it now. Do it now. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. There's so much time stress.
Yep.
Like, for example, all the year 12s now are stressing early entry and what they're going to do with their life.
Yeah.
You have your whole life to figure it out. You don't need to know now.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't done early entry or anything. I'm not stressed about what things I'm going to do now. I think I'm just enjoying the moment. Spent so long reflecting, like, on everything that I've done wrong or right or sad or happy. And
Yeah.
it's taken me a long time to be aware of my emotions, but I forget where I was going with this.
Well, do you feel like, I think what you're kind of saying is there's no point in having regrets, is there?
No.
Because it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I got to a point where I was like, there's no point in having regrets. Because you just
Because
learn.
what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you might as well just learn something from it. And no one talks about that these days. Failure. No
Yeah.
one talks about it.
You need happy to be sad. You need rain to have sun. You need failure to have success.
Yeah.
And I think without one, you can't have the other.
Yeah. Well, success is the payoff of the failure. The failure is the defining moment.
Of who you are.
If you fail, can you get back up again?
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of gigs that I've done where I've just thought that just didn't go well. Oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But then when I don't do it, I get depressed because I feel like I'm supposed to be doing it. My advice would be learn from your failures. That's what I would say to people. I'm sure you're the same.
Do you think at one point in your life, you were like, oh, I wish I didn't do that?
I think like at school, I wish I didn't give too much. I didn't really have any boundaries.
In what way? Like, what example?
Just emotionally speaking. Like,
yeah, okay.
from like in terms of my emotions, I just didn't really have any boundaries. So I felt like people they felt like they could say whatever they wanted to me. My feelings would get hurt, and
Like you didn't know when to tell them stop.
yeah, I didn't have that confidence to just actually call someone out. Yeah.
How long has it taken you to?
Oh man, it's never much fun calling someone out, is it?
It's always that confrontation where people always try and avoid it.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten better at it. I think it's just that I almost call it like the courage to be disliked. It, like, if something's not right and you're the person that says, hey, that's not right, you may have people not like you.
Yeah, that's so true.
If you say nothing,
Nothing's going to get done.
nothing's going to get done. So, I mean, you don't want to be causing
A ruck.
confrontation everywhere you go, but Yeah, I don't know.
calling out stuff when you see it. I think that's what makes a real meme.
Yeah, and doing it in a way where you don't have to use heaps of words. Just if you can sum it up in like with one sentence, I feel like.
Have you ever played a song of Barnyard, I'm Gonna Stand My Ground?
No,
Have you heard of that song before?
no, I never heard that one.
Oh, there's a quote that goes, I can't remember exactly, I don't want to muck it up. There's like, a man stands up for himself, but a stronger man stands up for others. That's off Barnyard. I think that's one of the best movie quotes I've ever heard.
Yeah, no. Gosh, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I didn't even remember that quite.
Randall, there's a cow outside. It's a cow farm. I think that's probably the best impressions I can do. And King Julian.
Oh, Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mort, I cannot move it.
What does he say? How long is this going to take?
Maurice.
Yeah. I like the monkeys in that too.
Yeah, they're so funny.
Where he goes,
Ship to Kenya, Wildlife Preserve, Africa.
How do you do that so good? You do that amazing.
can you read?
What?
Now I've
what
got to watch Barnyard again.
Yeah. And Madagascar.
Say
Maurice.
that quote again. What was that quote?
The quote was,
Otis, a strong man stands up for himself. A stronger man stands up for others.
I like that.
that's it.
They are wise words to live by.
I'll just fix this up for a sec.
Standing up for what's right is a tricky thing to do. It's vulnerable. I think it's getting harder and harder to be real these days because I feel like everyone's just so closed off now. And if you're too real, people kind of are a bit put off by it. Yeah.
I think that's a reoccurring thing we've said.
Yeah. I don't know. People almost think you're arrogant if you're being authentic these days. I don't know what it is.
It's hard to get right.
It is hard to get right. Feels like it's easier to be not nice than what it is to be not. It actually does take an effort to be a nice person.
You always have
Takes
to constantly
energy.
think, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
the cheap way is just be a jerk.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I even find sometimes just how much of yourself can you give to people, you know? Because if you always just give all the time, people eventually catch on to that, and then all of a sudden you got everyone just coming
Feeding
to
off
you with their stuff, and you go home and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't even focused on stuff for me,
Yeah.
and I'm feeling a bit ripped off here because those people don't know that.
Yeah. I've
know.
had this exact same thing. I've always given to others and not given to myself. And I think the number one self-help, the number one thing of life is just make sure you're right before you help others.
Yeah.
It's like the same as survival. Help yourself before you help others. It's selfish, but you just have to do it.
Yeah, and you never really know when you're having an impact on someone, I feel. I mean, it was funny. I was talking to my parents because I remember when you asked me to do this podcast, you said you want to interview interesting people. And I've never thought of myself as an interesting person. Really. You know, so I was like, that was a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have just, I don't know, had a crack at a few things and failed, tried again. And I don't know, I've just been kind of doing life my way, and I'm not out like thinking, how can I be inspirational, you know? So I guess when you find out that you have inspired someone, it's like, wow, like what do I do with this information?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know. Yeah.
Bringing back to what you said earlier, it's just
Yeah.
keep the ball moving.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
if you've inspired me, you're destined to inspire others. I think a lot of people who are going to listen to this will feel some sort of inspiration.
oh, well, I hope so. Okay.
You sound natural on the microphone.
Good. Yeah. Find like long conversations too. You always reach a point. I mean, I'm sure you've even thought about this, like, are we still talking about interesting things?
Or are we just jumping random things around?
Or are we just trying to look cool on a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never know until we listen to it. Hopefully it's been all right. But yeah, keep in mind this is the first ever podcast, and I don't expect it to be amazing. I'm just doing my best.
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
Mm.
I started singing by just posting videos on, well, I mean, I did a talent quest, but then when I got a bit older and I got a phone, I started posting videos. Looking back on them now, I'm like, wow, terrible quality. Yeah, that's a whole other skill in itself, learning how to work a camera.
Mm.
But I don't know. I feel like it's harder for, how old are you now?
18.
I feel for like your age group, because it wasn't long ago I was 18
Mm.
and I hated it. Like I found it really hard. You're trying to be a nice person and people misunderstand you and blah, blah, blah. And then you just kind of realize that, you know, you're here for a really long time and there's billions of people out there all just trying to figure it out, and you never stop trying to figure it out. Like there's people in their 50s still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
No one's ever got it all together.
And even if they say they do, I don't believe them.
I mean, how many people have you met that are in their 50s that just say to you, oh, I'm venturing out and trying something different career-wise?
What?
They'll leave a job that they've been in for decades
Mm.
and then they'll go and do something else.
Yeah,
Because even when you retire, like I think about, like my parents are now, sorry, mum and dad, I'm going to reveal your age. They're 60. Which is, you know,
like the whole audience is, I can imagine
still
the
young,
sound effect.
still young.
Yeah.
But like, you know, they're talking about how to move swiftly into retirement, and I'm just sitting back thinking like, wow, like even when you're 60, like if you retired at 60, right, you still got a lot of life left. Like I've been living on this planet for 28 years. Like my grandparents had been retired
Longer than you've been alive.
longer than I've been alive.
Wow. Oh, that I've connected to what I've thought about earlier. I'm going to make it my whole power to make a bucket list
Yeah.
and actually do it. Because I think everyone goes throughout their life and just is living.
Yeah.
But I want to be alive in my life, and I want to tick off the bucket list. Right now, I do a podcast. That's the bucket list ticked off.
Yeah, and then you just got to keep doing more interviews with people. Like find other people that you're inspired by, because I feel like there'd be no point in you doing a podcast and interviewing someone that you're not interested in. Well, any of my favorite podcasters, like I love Chris Williamson, I love Stephen Bartlett. You know, they always are so fascinated by the guests. There's actually one where Stephen Bartlett interviewed Lewis Capaldi. You know him?
Oh, the singer?
Yeah, and Lewis Capaldi, he's not like the most articulate.
Conversationalist.
No, he always kind of, his default is like just make fun of himself.
Yeah.
You know, like that self-deprecating
Yeah.
thing. But like, it was still such an interesting interview. It went for like an hour and a half and I was engaged the whole time.
Wow.
And even though he was struggling to get his words out and everything,
And
I was
speak.
still like wanting to pick his brain. I wanted to,
No more.
because he's so successful.
Mm.
So he's done something right.
Your first concert you went to was U2 360 tour in Sydney when you were 12 years old. That was
Yes,
your first
sir.
ever concert.
It was. Yeah, that was such a good concert because I had such a terrible year at school. But like I was quite overweight in year 6. Yeah, and I just remember like I was not in a good place, and that was my first concert. It was like a greatest hits tour, so I knew every song, and I was just dancing my ass off and singing.
Just
And
finding that relief.
Mum has a photo somewhere of me at that concert, and something happened there.
Yeah, the camera just went off and on.
Oh, is it all good?
Yeah, it's good now.
I was just, Mum's got a photo of it somewhere. I was pouring in sweat, red.
Wow.
I was just having the time of my life. We had really good seats, and that was a different time. That was 2010, so people didn't film at concerts then.
Mm.
Everyone just watched.
And just listen.
Yeah, I hate that culture of filming at concerts. Look, another bit of advice I would give to people out there: if you're at a concert, just keep your phone in your pocket and just see how much more fun you have. When they start playing the biggest hit song, and you feel that temptation to get your phone out and film it, just don't. Just see how the memory will live on in here and in here. This new generation of kids don't know how to do that. It's just next thing. Feel it, man. Like, you know, feel the moment.
Like, why go to a concert when you're just going to watch it on your phone?
You don't even watch it anyway. The videos just sit in your camera roll.
That's so true. I've done that so many times.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't film at the last concert I went to, because I thought, I don't need to, because I never watch the videos. They sit there and take up space on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, the other day, I tried to steal spaghetti from the shop, but the guard was a girl,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get past her.
Mate.
Is that good?
Wow.
Good joke?
Yeah, good joke.
It's terribly. It's such a bad joke. You just kind of have to laugh.
Well, like, because when you started talking, I just was trying to treat you with respect because you started it off by saying, oh, I stole,
Spaghetti.
and I was just like, where's he going with this?
What's going on in your life right now? If you could sum it down to 1 or 2 sentences.
Well, I'm releasing more music. There'll be a new single coming out soon. I'm just sort of getting ready for that. Gigging all the time like crazy, like multiple nights a week. I'm doing a teaching degree at the moment. So just trying to get through that. So I've got a few things going on. Just primary schools, doing like support work. And yeah, just busy. But busy's good. And obviously, you know, I like to go to the gym and I like to walk. I walk a lot.
Active, yeah. Cameron has had a massive transformation. Oh yeah, like when I first met him, he was on the chubbier side, and then looking at him now, like you can see his muscles and the tones and the veins and
Oh, mate, make him blush. Look, I was bullied in school for like how I looked. So I would say it was just more those little snide comments from like peers. Like behind
pushing
this,
down.
yeah, just putting me down, and just that whole thing of like downplaying what I was doing. And I really was passionate about what I was doing.
like not giving the credit you deserve.
Well, does anyone really deserve credit though?
What would be performing without
Well,
an audience?
yeah, and I guess what I'm saying is that I don't think any of us really deserve anything. Like we would like good things to happen to us, but if you want to do great things, you got to work for it. Because I got sad. I really did when I was a kid. And I didn't think things were going to get better. And I still get like that now.
I think, yeah, I do too.
I still
think everyone
do.
does.
Just chip away at yourself. Like, get fit. Go to the gym. Pay a coach if you have to. Like, get a job that save money.
Do you think it's great to have like a coach?
Yeah.
Like if you have no experience.
Because what I did is I didn't know how to approach fitness. Like I actually started in the gym in school, but I was just going, but I didn't know how to diet correctly. I actually paid a coach to show me how to do that, and that cost money, obviously, because
Yeah.
that's just life. But like, I learned a skill from that. Like I learned about food and
you're kind of given a push and a head start type of
yeah,
way.
and I was given a program, like a training program, and through that I learned how to actually do a proper gym session. There's no excuse to not be the best version of yourself these days. Honestly, there's just resources everywhere. Like it's at our fingertips. Yeah, I mean, bad things happen to people. I get it. I mean, and some people have been dealt like a bad hand, and I completely get that. But people don't like to talk about this, but we do have a choice as an individual to try and make things a little bit better, at least, whatever that looks like. And I don't know. I feel terribly out of line saying that because I'm not an expert on life at all. But I've had some real low points, and you know, one thing I think people don't understand about fitness and the gym is that it's consistency. It takes time. Like if you want to get a good physique or something, that happens over years. You know? Yeah, and even still, I think that it won't be massive. You'll be bigger, but you won't be massive. You know, and I think that's why a lot of guys take steroids or whatever, because
they're not patient enough.
they just want, because it jacks you up. I've talked to some blokes that don't even go to the gym and they just got on steroids, and they said it just made a difference.
Really?
Yeah. I've never touched them, ever. Not once.
Do you think?
And I'm not having a go at anyone that has. It's a choice that people make.
Yeah, just personal choice.
I'm not ragging on anyone at all. So please, everyone, don't think that.
We're not insulting.
You do you. Everyone makes their own decisions. But for me, I just always wanted to do things in a natural way. Same with my music as well. I mean, anyone that I've admired that's been incredibly successful in music has done things in a natural way. There's never been a shortcut.
Like their own way, like just the
yeah, like pushing their own wheelbarrow, like making things happen for themselves, doing crap gig after crap gig, playing bad venues,
And just
learning how to deal with difficult people. All those things are skills, and they do make you a better person.
any questions for me?
Okay.
The guest becomes interviewer.
Will you do this at the end of every interview? Like any questions? That could be a thing you can do.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, you're in year 12 now, right? So, when you finish, what's the plan? Are you going to really hone into this podcast? You going to have a gap year?
So the initial thought would be keep running my business, because I've had that business for 3 years, like doing the window cleaning, the landscaping, pressure cleaning, all the solar panels and stuff like that. So continue with that, and I think that would be my income.
Yeah.
Like, because you always need something to fund the dream. So
Yeah.
that would be the funding, and just run that. I would still do the podcast. Like, I think try and do a guest interview every month or something. Just do a podcast every month. But to answer the question, what would I do after I leave year 12 would be initially the next day, probably have a sleep in.
Yeah. Enjoy that. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Celebrate for sure.
But I think
Yeah.
I've done enough of sitting around. I'm ready to chuck some gasoline on the fire, let it rip.
Yeah. Just
Like,
work hard.
I've had
Yeah.
so much skill sets. I don't see myself going to uni. I don't see myself sitting down to learn anything new.
Yeah.
Like, everything about business, I've learned so much by doing the business.
Yes.
Like, I've said that so many times recently, that I've learned so much doing the business rather than writing about the business.
Yeah.
I think I'm such a hands-on learner. And like, you don't learn about doing podcasts by watching YouTube videos. You learn by doing this and fixing mistakes.
100%, mate. Yeah.
So
Totally agree with that.
answer the question.
Yeah.
After I finish year 12 would just keep working through. I've got my things set up.
I think you're destined for good things. You're a lot further ahead than what I was when I was your age. When I was your age, I was just I don't know. I had no idea what I wanted to do. No idea. You seem like you've got a few plans,
Yeah.
and you've got time too. Like, you're so young. You fit.
Yeah, true.
Like, not many people, like guys,
good
have a good physique, are fit and like full of life and energy at your age. Most of them are just so down in the dumps, and that was me. I was so down.
I think I've done everything from 18. I think, for example, I've got the wisdom, or like the mindset of a 25-year-old, for example. But I think from 0 to 25, it's been pushed into that 18 years.
Yeah.
So I've had the life breakthroughs and like the depression phase and like all the real gritty, sad times and all the emotions. I've had that all pushed into the 18 years.
Yeah.
Rather than like the average 25 years, for example. I don't know what the actual thing is, but I think I've experienced so much life, seen a lot of things, that I've just naturally become wiser, and I've just ingested the right information. I think I conversate with my mum a lot, and that's really helped reflect.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you actually grow as a person if you don't reflect.
No.
Or look back on yourself. A lot of people don't reflect or don't journal or don't look.
Well, I think when you and I met, you were only a little fella, and
3 years ago.
you were already doing stuff. Like, you were involved with council, weren't you? In some way, were you involved with council?
Oh yeah,
You
I
had
was
connections in council.
Yeah, I had a youth leadership thing. So I think that was around the same time that I won the Youth Citizen of the Year for Forbes.
Yeah. See,
So
like,
around the same time.
man, that's crazy. Like, I was not like that at your age. Like, I was just getting by. So it sounds like you've got maturity beyond your years. You remind me so much of the guy I was in the duo with.
Really?
Like, if I was like you're in year 12, like, let's just say if I was in year 10, I would have been like wanting to be your friend.
Yeah.
That's how I see you.
And just be a nice guy, because I know what it feels like to not smile. I know what it feels like to have a shit day. So
Can I ask you a question?
yeah,
You said I've got another one. What do you reckon was one of the hardest times in your life?
that's a great question. There's one thing that I remember vividly, that my mum asked if I would like to get antidepressants. I was that low.
Wow.
I remember the conversation vividly, that it was in our dining room. It was like a dining room, kitchen and lounge room type of thing. We were there and she was sitting on the couch, standing around, and I was just really in a mess. And she said, "Oh, like, you need antidepressants." And quote this, I said, "I'm not putting that shit in my body." I remember that so vividly.
That's what she said.
No, me.
What
Me,
you
she
said. Yeah,
asked
that's
me.
What you said.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I said.
That's yeah. It was
Like
yeah.
she asked me, "Would you like some extra help and tablets, like that? We know people who've had this." And
Yeah.
and I said, "Oh, I'm like, this is what I said. I'm not putting that shit in my body."
Yeah.
I remember that so vividly. So I think around that moment, that timeline of, like, I was achieving great. Like when we met, I was achieving great, but I was also really low. So I was both ends of the spectrum of that time. So I think not until really recent, I haven't enjoyed a full week of happiness. Not until recent. Every other, so you've got this much of my life,
Yep.
that much. I've had very terrible weeks, very terrible months of just depressed,
Sort of stuck in your own thoughts.
stuck in my own thoughts, and
Did you say you're a deep thinker?
I am.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
been times where I thought that I don't want to come
Yeah.
off as weird, but like there's been times of, I don't want to be around here.
Yeah. Do you overthink interactions?
What was that?
Do you overthink interactions that you have with people? Like walk away from them and
Yeah, there's always been things there. I'm like,
dissect them?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I do
always
that.
been things that are like, oh, fuck, I should have asked him that question. It's like I've picked this guy's brain who's, like, for example, like multi-millionaire and like really good. This is the only chance I get.
Yep.
Fuck, I should have asked that question.
Yeah. Wait, you've met a multi-millionaire and
I've met people who have connections with
interesting people.
very wealthy people.
Yeah.
Like I've just been in that environment. I've been very lucky, but I don't think luck comes from, oh wow, I found a four-leaf clover. I think luck comes from always putting yourself in that environment and always working hard. Like I've been working on my business, and then I've just been around the right people. I hope I answered your question. What was your question? You
What
you
was
said
the
something.
lowest? Yeah, you answered it.
Lowest
You said that you turned down
antidepressants.
antidepressants. Yeah, that stuff's a slippery slope, actually. I've heard a few people talk about,
Mm.
and that's probably a conversation that everyone's got a different opinion on.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Like everything we say is from our own opinion, and we're not directing anything at anyone. This is just a,
Yeah, everyone's struggling these days with mental health. I think it's the age of mental health issues.
I think,
Back in the old days with our grandparents, they just didn't talk about shit.
yeah, I
it
think there's
just-
always been there, but now it's so publicized.
Now it's talked about. Yeah, well, I don't think my grandfather ever really talked about things, and he's got a story, but
They just wouldn't tell it.
he wouldn't even know how to. I mean, he's talked to me about it, but he doesn't get emotional when he's talking about it.
Yeah.
He just tells me
Yeah.
like an afterthought, like it's an afterthought.
I was just like, oh yeah,
this,
I did this.
oh yeah, and this happened, and
And you're like, what? What?
then when you go home and you like pull it apart, you're like, that's really traumatic.
That's a lot, yeah.
Like I don't even know if I should mention this, but my grandfather, his father died in his arms when he was
Wow.
21. Had a heart attack. So my grandfather's dad.
Yeah. Imagine putting
And
yourself in that situation.
my grandfather's spoken to me about it, but he just speaks about it.
Just
No
casually.
tears come out of his eyes. He doesn't quiver in the voice. Like, he just had to get on with life. He had to take the farm on and I think, yeah, you are right. It's so mental health is publicized now, and
A lot more.
yeah,
As men, we need somehow to let our vulnerable side show. I think
Yeah.
as weird as it sounds, and I think the real man is the open man.
oh yeah, the real man is not the macho puff walk around puffing your chest out and
The Marine.
being
Marine
rude to
guy.
people. Yeah, being rude to people. Yeah, and people don't like it.
The loudest person in the room is often the saddest.
Yeah, and the least respected. But that's not to say that if you're loud, that like I believe you can be. I mean, I'm very chatty. Like
Yeah, you can be loud and also not sad. Like you can be loud and happy and confident and respected.
yeah, and still people can't work you out, even though you're being talkative. Like still people can be fascinated by you. People are just naturally drawn to positive people, I think. What I find funny is people that say I hate gossip, and it's quite often they're the worst at gossiping.
Yeah.
And then if you say to them, "Well, you do it all the time," they're like, "What?
No, I don't.
No, I don't."
Yeah.
It's like they cannot see it that they.
I always find myself in gossip.
Yeah,
People are
we
just
all
conversating.
do it.
Yeah.
We all do it. And we get annoyed at people. Like
For 2 hours and 16
we
minutes.
must be very interesting men.
Or we just can chat.
Yeah, we're either really interesting or we just like the sound of our own voices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really humble, or we're just really obnoxiously.
narcissistic.
Couple months down the track, we can do another one, and
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. Yeah,
how much we will change.
You should have like a thing you say at the start of every podcast. You know, how some of them start off by going, "Hello, beautiful human."
What's going on? Do you want to know how I've got all of these?
Can I have a guess? You
Okay.
talk to my parents.
That's a great guess.
Can I have a few guesses? Give me 3 guesses.
Okay.
Okay. One guess is you've had a chat to dad or mum, like you bumped into them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The other guess is you've probably chatted to some people that like are my friends.
Good guess.
And the other one I think might just be your memory of conversations we've had.
This is a screenshot with your mum. I asked her in 2023 that I'm going to interview Cameron Sharp.
Oh wow. I can't wait to go home and talk to mum about this. She never said anything about that's so cool.
2023. I've had
That's
that.
insane.
I've
You've
had
had
that
that-
message since 2023.
Wow.
I'll
I'll
pull up the actual
dude,
chat.
like I'm actually like so like flattered like that you had that for that long. Like and have found me interesting enough to
Well, found you interesting enough for 3 years. So
I didn't even know. Never would have known that. So that's
Yeah.
cool. That's made my day.
here you can have a look at. when it
I
loads.
never thought of myself like that. So
So read out what I wrote to her initially.
okay, so this is 2023.
Mm.
So Max has texted my mum. Good evening. I'm a local podcaster and I want Cameron on my show. He's agreed and I want some questions or statements that he'll be unsure how I found them. Some sample things is his favourite toy growing up. Who he would listen to most out loud. If you'd like an example on someone else doing it, I can provide a video for you. Thank you, Max Reed. And then he's put his phone number. That's crazy. Wow. And my mum kept that quiet for how many years? 3 years. Wow. And man, I've talked about you to my mum so many times.
Yeah. I reckon she probably just forgot about it.
I've literally, because like, I've always thought you're a nice kid, nice young man. I shouldn't say kid, not a kid. So yeah, whenever like your name has come up when I'm talking to anyone, it's just immediately positive stuff I've got to say. So he's a good guy. Support his podcast.
Yeah.
I find with what I do with music, right? So like I've always thought it's kind of sucky when like what you want to do in life requires other people to give you their attention.
Yeah. But that's what everything is now, I guess.
Yeah. So
Attention.
like I do music because I love it, but I do need people to listen.
Yeah.
And that's a sucky thing to admit. But
Begin.
I feel like probably, you know, I said to you earlier in the conversation, the last 3 years I've found have been the best years.
Because you just enjoyed it.
Well, I've stopped trying to get people to listen.
Mm.
Because if I was relying on that, I would have given up probably 3 years ago.
Yeah, true.
So I was trying everything. I was trying to look a certain way on social media, write specific sounding songs and like singing about certain types of different things that I
Yeah.
thought people would want to hear. And now I'm like, no, not going to do that anymore. Just going to be me, Cameron Sharp.
Be yourself.
Magic how once you start doing that, people are like, I like this guy. But that life's been, you know, since those videos with my grandparents, like I've noticed a bit of a change just in general. It's
In
been,
yourself, or
oh, you know, it was just a beautiful moment for us as a family, you know.
yeah,
My 96-year-old grandparents, like because they had no idea that I put it on social media.
yeah, right.
And
Have you told them yet?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the way they found out was my nan's brother.
Mhm.
He rang her and said, "You've gone all over the world." And she's like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" You know. And then
Yeah.
he's like, "Well, Cameron was singing to you." And she's like, "What are you talking about? How do you know about that?" And he was like, he put it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and it's gone viral. And
Do they know how many people have seen it?
yeah, and they were shocked. And I, you know, next time I saw them, she said, "You could have let me know. I would have done myself up."
Done my hair.
Then I said, well, it wouldn't have been real. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been authentic. And you remember how I told you at the start of this chat that it was because a lady was talking to Dad?
Yeah.
Well, Dad said to me, like, maybe you should reach out to her because it was kind of because of
Her
her.
idea.
You know, so I thought that's a great idea. And I was going to do that anyway.
Mm.
But I messaged this woman who kind of suggested to Dad that I should sing to my grandparents. I just sent her this big long message saying, "Thank you so much for having that conversation with Dad. If it wasn't for you, I don't know if it would have happened, you know?
Mm.
Probably would have, but, you know,
Just not as soon.
yeah." And she messaged back and she told me this story about my grandparents. She said when she first moved to Forbes, she was just trying to find her feet. And she used to go on walks and she'd always walk past their backyard and they'd always stop and chat to her.
Yeah, right.
And it was a source of comfort for her as a new member of the community that these two oldies would talk to her.
Mm.
Well, they weren't oldies, they were a lot younger. This is a long time
Yeah.
ago. But like, they were always so friendly. And I actually got to tell my grandparents that a couple of weeks ago.
What was their reaction?
They were shocked. My nan got quite emotional because,
Just for that moment.
well, think about it, right? And if none of those things happened, when would she have ever heard that story? Like if that woman didn't have a conversation with my dad, and then if my dad didn't tell me you should go sing to them, if I didn't go and sing to them and, you know,
And post that.
post that,
And then say thank you for that.
yeah, like see how like a heap of things had to happen
That's so
to
crazy.
get to get me to a place where I could actually share a story with my grandparents, explaining to them how they impacted another person.
Wow.
And like they're 96 years old, and you know you never know when they're going to not be around anymore. And I was just so happy to just give them that gift, I guess.
Then remind them of the good things they've done.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I feel what's going on nowadays is old people are
Pushed out.
pushed out.
When you're young, you want to be old, and when you're old, you want to be young.
Well, even me, I'm 27 now, and I'm missing being your age.
Mm.
I'm slightly jealous because, like, it was just you got plenty of time, and now that I'm nearly getting closer to 30, better start working some shit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Party days are over, you know.
The life starts. But I think that's also a reminder to enjoy life. Grab it by the balls and just say, "Oh, I've got ya."
I wasted a lot of time in my early 20s just, you know, doing nothing.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Yeah, or in terms of your life, like you've always said, you're saying, and then
I don't know, I was just so terrified of just being invisible and like lonely. And I mean, even when you're doing well, you still feel lonely sometimes.
that's true. And you said the musicians are probably one of the loneliest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because like you don't get the feedback. You're just doing what you're doing and you don't really know what people's perception of you is. Yeah, like even when I walk into a bar to sing, like people are looking at me as I'm walking in and they're thinking, who's this guy, you know? And, oh yeah, he looks the part, but can he,
Can he play?
Can he play? You know, you just takes years to get used to that. So I don't know, to answer your question, I feel maybe there was no real defining moment. It just happened over time. And I just got so sick and tired of other people going around me. It was like,
Yeah.
I was always last
Yeah, wow.
because I was just being too nice all the time and just missing opportunities and then dealing with like rude people in pubs that, you know, boo you or whatever, or like it forces you into this place of, I'm just going to play with total conviction.
Yeah. Show you what I've got.
I'm going to show you what I got, mate. Like, you are going to walk away from this like, what was that?
Yeah.
You know?
In a good way.
Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to explain it. It's a good way to grow up.
Yeah.
It's been a good thing in my life. I wouldn't change anything about it. It's been some tough times, but I reflect quite often and I think, you know, I've turned out to be a pretty okay person. So
I think to end the podcast, the final question to you is, it's a kind of a deep one, but if you died now, would you be happy with what you did?
if I died now, I'd know that I'd done everything I can.
So you'd be happy with what you've done?
Well, in terms of my career, I would say, look, I've done all I can right now. Like, I can't think of anything that I haven't tried other than to just gig as much as possible, post online, get better, like at the actual craft. Like, what else can you do, you know? I mean, even it feels like it should be easier to make it as a musician these days because you've got social media. But the funny thing is that you have to gig. Like, you can't just. There's no point if you're putting out music and it's heavily produced, but you can't play live. People aren't going to come watch you. So my thing was always just be on the live performance. Like, there's no point in putting out music if you can't play live. Like, if I reach out to a venue now that's in, like, let's just say Wollongong, it's a 5-hour drive.
There and then 5 hours back.
I have a reputation here in this community, in this area, where I charge my rates because I've built a reputation. But, like, people in those areas don't know me, like Sydney or whatever. So they'll only pay me what they want to pay me, and it's trash. Like, the money's just terrible.
This doesn't cover.
Well, I wouldn't make any money.
Mm.
Like, I'd literally drive there, do the gig, get paid, like, in cash, but then I'd drive home. And then when you add up food, accommodation, petrol, you've made no money. So, like, now as a musician, it's like you just have to pick an area. And even if it's not, like, your ideal area, you just have to make the best of it and enjoy it. And eventually the right people will see it for what it is and be like, I like that. Which I feel like is starting to happen for me now. I feel like people are starting to get it. Yeah.
Well, it's really good that you've come on the podcast, and I think you're a really great supporter of me, and I like to support you, so I really appreciate you coming on the first ever The Open Tab podcast.
The Open Tab podcast,
Yeah.
heard it here first. No, I appreciate you having me, mate. It's an honour for me to come and do it for you.
And hopefully some people listening might really like you, or you could have a musician that might feel inspired by you. And
Yeah, well, you never know who. Same goes for you. You never know who's watching and thinking, oh, I want to be like Max.
hope you guys enjoyed the...
I think it was a good conversation. How do we end? We shake
Yeah,
hands.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll just say...